Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you are, wherever you are watching Wisdom Yard Television all around the world. It's actually News Review o'clock, and you know how we do it on News Review. We bring out all the hot topics on every newspaper that made it today, which is Tuesday, and we'll talk about it. We'll read out the headlines. Then after that, we pick some of the headlines. Then we'll do justice to it. You know, I still remember my humble self, Ahmed Abasola Tunji, but you can call me Sidon J Omoyagba. And in the studio with me, I'm not the only one here. I have with me.
Good morning, viewers at home. Good morning to viewers all over the world. Good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue. So all our Spanish viewers, bienvenido. Aqua to all our Ghanaian viewers as well. It's News Review o'clock. My name is Arami Olaide.
You know, this guy, you too. Now, every language you understand. I don't understand.
Sure. It's not easy.
It's not easy. All right. So if you're just joining us, it's actually News Review. And, you know, we don't waste time on News Review. We'll talk about it as it is. Let's go with the first one in front of me here, talking about Punch newspaper today. On the headline, we have Naira slump. CBN clams down on speculations. Restricts diaspora remittances. Then another headline is Army condemns misconduct as soldiers, LASMA officials clash. NNPCL breaks silence, say no intention to hike fuel price. So on Vanguard newspaper, these are the headlines. It's economic shutdown if petrol prices rise again. Labor. Delta, Ondo, Sokoto, 16 others to experience flooding. NEMA. So Nigerians who voted Tinubu are now regretting Ondo PDP. On the Guardian newspaper, these are the headlines we have on the Guardian. 35 dead after blast at Russian force station. Tinubu's reform phase stress test amid labor threat. FX scarcity. Then on Tribune, here on my list on Tribune newspaper, these are the headlines. Latest indictment document, rigged witch hunt. That is Donald Trump. NLC threatens another nationwide strike if fuel price increases again. Then on the next newspaper here in front of me, talking about the Daily Post, sexual harassment, Unical students protest against varsity dawn. Fuel price hike, we are on news. Parents Association begs Tinubu. Then on Daily Sun, these are the headlines. Bandits kill Major. 11 soldiers order in Niger. 2024 Igbere Cultural Festivals to hold January 2nd and 3rd. Military chopper on evacuation mission crashes. Then on Business Day newspaper, MasterCard forges fintech foothold with MTN stake. Naira free fall caused by speculations. CBN. Then on Pulse newspaper, Ohaneze urges Nigerians to expect and prepare for surprises in the tribunal's verdict. Perry and Adekunle clashes over head of house game on Big Brother Naija All Stars. They were fighting because of 120 million. Okay, these are the headlines that made up the newspaper of today. So we are going on a short commercial break, and when we are back, we'll do justice to some of the headlines. Stay tuned and don't go nowhere. For management of You're welcome back from that short commercial break, and you know the sponsor for this news review is actually Nokpa Abbas. If it's not Nokpa, it's not Nokpa, because if we don't have Nokpa, we cannot be Nokpa. So if you don't take Nokpa, you cannot be Wakpa. So I think you understand all this. Sure. Okay, so if you've not taken your Nokpa before, please try and do that, because that is what we take to make us look fresh.
Nokpa is the reason why we are here today.
I'm telling you, if Nokpa said you cannot go on air, there's nothing we can do about it. So let's quickly quickly look at the news, some of the headlines that I've read for you guys. This is the first one I'm going to be looking at today. It's about this clash between army and last man in Lagos. When I saw this video, I was like, what's going on with these people?
You know, the very first video that appeared last week, that was, people knew that such incident that happened during the last yesterday or will surely happen. Will surely happen because the last man official really stepped beyond his boundary. Because had it been, he did not drag the soldier, the army personnel from the bus, it wouldn't have escalated to this issue.
But I don't know. I want to ask a question. Is last man, what level of security are we going to put last man? Because I don't know I don't really know what they are doing.
I think they are just a road traffic warden. Because they sees to the aspects of road, try to make people to abide to the law and order of the road. And for them to, for the last man official to do the way he did, I think he stepped beyond his boundary. Well,
the Nigerian army said it will begin a campaign for traffic compliance amongst its officers as no fewer than five yet to be identified soldiers attacked an official of the Lagos State Traffic Management Agency on Monday. A 31-second viral video showed the soldiers with scarves to conceal their identities, and at least 2 civilians, one of whom also masked his face, attacking one of the agency's officials. While the last man official kept screaming for leniency, one of the soldiers was being kicking him with his boot. So even the soldiers, they didn't identify these soldiers that are beating the last man official. Right? They never know the real face of these people. So that means they may be fake soldiers. Or what do you think?
To me, I think they are real soldiers.
Okay.
Because it is still under probability. Because for him, he might have gone to meet his superior. That so things happen, and his superiors might have given him order that don't go.
But no matter what the case may be, I think they are both security personnel. They are supposed to talk amicably. Like, they are not supposed to create that kind of scene to people.
That is the reason why they used mask. You understand?
Oh,
so they are carrying out the order. They carried out the order.
Okay.
Based on their personal interest.
Okay. I think I'm getting it now. Despite his plea for leniency, the soldiers and the civilians descended on him while the official with a torn last man uniform and rolling on the ground was repeatedly kicked before the soldiers and the civilians fled the scene. Meanwhile, a separate 16-second video seen by our correspondent on Monday showed a last man official dragging a soldier out of the front seat of a commercial bus and beating him with his stick. So the last man was the first person that did.
Yes, sure.
Oh,
that was an harassment.
Oh, so I think the soldiers came back to
retaliate.
To retaliate. Wow. So that's why they used masks, because they actually know that the news went viral. Wow. Okay, though the cause of the brawl was yet to be ascertained as of press time, it is unclear whether the two incidents were related. Wow.
It is surely related.
Reacting.
It is surely related.
You know, I told you, Nigeria is a country that you will just sit down and be watching movie. Because we don't understand, maybe the last man was right, or the soldiers.
You know, when the video started, it was unsure. The cause of the brawl between them was unsure then. So for us to know that this is what the last man official did before the fight ends.
No, the last man official was the first person in the first video, according to the news, was the first person to drag the soldier from the front seat of the bus. Now the soldier had to come back with his own.
You know, before he dragged the soldier out of the box, of the bus rather, there must be something that triggered it.
Well, that's true, but they never know what actually happened that led to the. Okay, well, reacting. The spokesperson for the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Onyema Onwachiku, said the army was working to educate its officials on the need to obey traffic laws. Speaking, the spokesperson for LASMA, Taufik Adebayo, who confirmed Monday's video through a telephone interview with our correspondent, said LASMA will respond in due time. Be patient with me. It is a sensitive matter. I have to get clearance, Adebayo simply said on Monday. So I think even the soldier, last they'll settle it because
Sure.
they are not sure of what actually happened. But I think if I should judge this case now, if you check what really happened, it will be money. It will be money.
This Lagos, whenever there is a staff, because that is
In
the
a
common
boss, yes.
word they use for
Exactly.
personnel. Staff is inside, be it police officer, army personnel,
Last man, anybody.
Navy, Air Force, they use staff for them. So whenever those drivers have staff
In their bus, they do anyhow.
they
They
don't
don't stop.
obey to law.
Exactly. So they feel like because we have staff, we can do anyhow. So that maybe that was what happened.
Yes.
Why the last man officer had to drag the soldier. That okay, if I drag the soldier, I can arrest your boss.
if you watch the video very well, you will notice that immediately the fight ensued, the driver zoomed off.
Wow.
He
has escaped.
He did not wait.
The last
he
man.
zoomed off.
Well, I think all these Lagos drivers should take it easy because sometimes they can drive to the extent that even you that is not a last man will be forced to say, why are you driving like this? What is going on? So I know they are going to settle this because the soldiers are not violent soldiers. The soldiers we have in Nigeria, at the minute is police officers now. We can say they can take it to another length. But this one, they are going to settle it amicably. So let's move to the next one. Before we move to the next one, in the comment section, Banjo Princess said, well done, boss. Princess Zulu said, well done, bosses. So I don't understand. Okay, another one is here that's saying, I will keep saying this. Those last man officials are touts in uniforms, hungry souls, and needs to be put in check. Wow. So
last man officials do step beyond their boundaries.
Yeah, then we know.
In this Lagos we are.
100. Everybody know last man that they have shoko, they have ogba in their head. All right, another comment. No matter what triggered him, why will last man drag a soldier out of a bus? It's a slap on the country's face as and a physical assault. Wow, that's true because we respected soldiers a lot in our country.
100%.
So for a last man, I don't know what is it paramilitary I will call them or what?
They are not paramilitary.
Lagos paramilitary.
All the last man officials they have no any form of military training.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
so another comment say, so if the driver doesn't obey the law, he have the right to drag a soldier, even if not ordinary civilian. It's wrong. Wow. That's true. I think this person is making sense here with the comment. All right, let's move on because we still have a long way to go. The next one here, it's economy shutdown if petrol price rises again. That's labor. I'm telling you, and it's true.
Joe Ajaero, the National Nigerian Labour Congress president, yesterday, he said economic shutdown will happen. But I think the last protest they did, it resulted positively, even though they caused it off.
So that's not positive to me. It's just that they were being given ultimatum, like, okay, don't worry, we are going to see to what you are protesting for.
The reason why I use the word positive is that before, NLC usually said they will embark on protest, they will do protest, but they don't.
It's not like the last protest they wanted to do. The president had to do an indoor meeting. He had an indoor meeting with the chairman, with the president of NLC, and they came to a conclusion. Maybe the president was like telling them to be calm, that they are working on palliatives, that let them see the outcome of the palliative. And when the what was it called? Our press, when they went to the NLC chairman to ask, Alpha, what's the thing that you came out of with you and the president meeting? It was like they should be calm, that there's nothing to say about it.
You should know that there is something behind.
So me, I don't trust all this NLC, I don't trust them. But then, the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, yesterday threatened to shut down the economy without giving notice to the government if the petrol pump price was increased again. Now, you know, there was a news that came out yesterday that the fuel price will move up from the normal 600 and something naira to 730.
Yes.
So if dollar should rises to like 1K now, we'll be buying fuel 1K.
They are now proposing is that dollar will surely rise to 1,000 naira.
Wow.
Which I believe it will surely, because
it's already 950
the
or
forex
something.
market is now I don't know what I can use to describe it.
Well, Let's move on. It also raised alarm over the alleged hijack of the duties of the Ministry of Labour and Employment by the Inspector General of Police (IGP) and the Federal Ministry of Justice. But the presidency, in a swift reaction, said President Bola Tinubu is concerned about economic hardship in the country and is working hard to ameliorate the situation, which I don't know. What is he doing? I've not seen any changes. I don't know, maybe it's only me or the whole of Nigeria can testify to this. I've not seen any changes, any mean of change.
Ever since President Bola Tinubu has got into this position of president, if they should point out the positive aspects of this administration, I don't really think it has 10%. No. But
what I'm saying here is, let's look at it in this way. The Niger coup war that wanted to happen before, you know, President Bola Tinubu was the ECOWAS president.
Sure.
I'm saying this like, it seems there is something between Tinubu and Niger that we don't understand. This is not about ECOWAS again. This is about our president. Maybe Tinubu has already drafted. He knows all these things will happen. Maybe he knows what he's going to do in the next few months to bring back Nigeria to what we actually, because he told us it is renewed hope. So, but me, I believe that if something wants to be good, there must be the bad side. Do you understand?
There will be a bad side.
There will be a bad side for every good thing. So maybe it's the bad side we are saying now. Let's hope.
On the norms, it is not every good thing that has a bad start.
We know. But let's just assume that our president's own will be like that, because we are really suffering. To be sincere, people are dying every day by day. Everybody complaining about this hardship, this economy. And I see our president doing something, and I believe that it's going to make Nigeria better.
He's doing something. I concur to you.
All right, this is even as oil marketers yesterday in Abuja urged the federal government to act urgently to halt the consistent slide in the value of the naira against the dollar, saying the development has significantly impacted the pump price of petrol. NLC President Mr. Joe Ajaero issued the threat while responding to the advice of the Director, Trade Union Services, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Emmanuel Igbinosun, that Labour should explore due process in its agitation before embarking on strike. So they are even putting measures in their strike and in their protest. Now, if they want to go on strike, you know, strike is different from protest.
Sure.
If it is protest, we can still say they can still you understand. But this one is strike. Now, if Labour should go on strike, it will affect a lot of things.
It will surely affect in every sector.
And
economy, education.
One thing about strike that I don't like is that strike will make things to go up more.
We are complaining now. We will complain more.
I'm telling you. So I think Labour should sit down and think about this thing very, because there's a Yoruba adage that says, how will I put it to Orun Yabo? You understand? So if they should go on strike, it will affect them too.
Sure.
Because now people are already parking cars. They are not buying fuel again.
People are buying bicycles.
How do you know? People are now riding bicycles too. Let's say the whole world is progressing. We are, God forbid, we are not going to regress. Nigeria. Well, let's see what is going to happen on that. So talking about this one, you know, Ministry of Labour and Employment, which is the Minister for Labour and Employment, this thing, Emmanuel Igbinosun, has already told Labour Congress that they should sit down and look at this thing very well before embarking on this strike.
Sure.
Because if they should go on strike and the president did not even look at their side, it will be as if they didn't even do anything.
Even let us thank God that it is only Labour, Nigeria, and NLC that wants to go on strike. If at all TUC, Trade Union Congress, wants to
go on strike.
Go on strike.
No. If NLC should go on strike, it will affect TUC.
Are you sure?
Yes, it will affect trade unions.
That means everybody will be at home.
Everybody will be at home.
And we will be working from home.
And then, at least we have a lot of people that sell things online too.
Sure.
Our TV is an online TV. Yeah. So what else?
Don't worry, you will enjoy us.
Okay, in the comment section, you know, I can't do without you guys, because if you're not there, we can't be here. In the comment section, they said, una well done, no, that's Miss Corazon. And Olulu Arotimi said, these last man are going beyond their boundaries. Yes, sir. We've talked about that. Princess said, it's economy shut down already here. So you never shut down at that side. Which planets you people did? you are in Jupiter. They even send they even tend to recruit touts to help them catch buses without their uniform, like cream crackers, biscuits. This guy, this banjo, if they should arrest you, this banjo, I'm not there. President didn't work hard to remove subsidy or take to decide immediately. He was sworn in. Now he's working hard to rectify things that he is concerned about, the suffering of citizens. What a joke. Well, we believe that he's going to do something. Wow. So let's just let everybody have one belief, I beg. Sure. As Labour didn't go on strike yet, even some people can't afford to go to work anymore. The cost of living won't kill the living, and the government isn't moved or doing anything about it because they ain't affected directly. Let the strike begin and it will affect them too. Yes, that's true. Because this thing that this girl said here, she's actually right. This banjo, she said it will affect them too. Do you know why? In Enugu State, when there was sit at home, government had to force people to come out. Sure. Because it is affecting their income.
There is no revenue.
It is affecting their...
last week, when I was doing the program,
okay,
so I told my co-host that this particular government, the change begins with we citizens of this country, because if we don't work for the government cannot have money, and they won't have the money to spend on all these cars.
I'm telling you, they
going abroad.
They won't have any. They won't even have any cover. Imagine senators coming on live now, national TV to say they have been paid token to go and do holiday, and we are suffering. Just imagine that. Well, someone said last man wey be soldier man na koboko the hungry am. Well, he has already shopped the koboko. I mean, you don't see the video.
Sure now.
All right, let's move on to the next one now. This is about sexual harassment. UNICAL students protest against varsity. Varsities done. So I don't know. Where are we going to in this country?
We are going to where we don't know.
I don't even know. I don't understand. Every day, new wala, new disaster. Well, several female law students of the University of Calabar have staged a protest in the institution, accusing one Professor Cyril Ndifon, Dean of Faculty of Law of the university, of frequently harassing them sexually. Just a lecturer. He's a married man. Well, they moved about in groups on the campus late Monday afternoon, chanting Ndifon, go, go, wow. The students displayed placards with various inscriptions, including Ndifon must go. We are tired of sucking dicks for marks. Law girls are not bonanza. Prof. Ndifon must stop grabbing our bum bum. Wow. So this lecturer is actually doing it and feeling like nobody can do anything to him. That's why we said, the Nigerian education system, I don't know what we are going to do about it. This thing that these girls are saying is because they are good girls. Sure. They are from a good home. You see, if it is Southwest here, Southwest students, female students, they believe that it is only this asset that they have in their front and back that can make them to have good marks.
Sure. Let me come in. You see, this sexual harassment of a teen, before we can get rid of it, I believe we have to do a lot of work and cleansing.
I'm telling you.
Because there is no how we will cleanse this thing without reaching out to the students personally.
Okay.
Because this student of a teen, they will be the one to tempt the lecturer.
How? Their dress mode?
Their dress mode.
Okay.
Even without you dressing anyhow, they can even, females, they'll say, I have a crush on this lecturer. I do this.
Wait. That's another angle entirely. But let me tell you something. Okay. Most of these lecturers, they are parents. Why can't they think like, okay, if this is my student, this is my child, will I be able to do this kind of thing for her?
I'm still coming to the lecturers aspect too.
Okay.
You understand? It has both ways.
Okay.
It goes both ways. You understand? So cleansing will start from the students down to the lecturer. You understand? Because if there's no students, there won't be a lecturer.
That's true.
You understand? Because why am I coming to teach? Why am I coming to lecture as a lecturer? So as a lecturer, married or unmarried, you need to know that work is work.
Okay, but then we all went to school. Okay. When I was in school, A lecturer can just come to your class twice in a semester and will set exams for you. You see, this thing is just, let me say, it's contentment. You see, all these lecturers, most of them, they lack what we call, how will I put it? You know, sensitization.
Sure.
Some of them, they do this because they believe they have the power to do it.
And maybe they are following the say that men are polygamous in nature.
Which is not supposed to be. So I think the problem here is the government. They need to do some things about some lecturers. Especially this lecturer, he needs to be sacked with immediate effect.
There should be a measure.
Yes, maybe they should do it for like 3 lecturers from different states. Most of those lecturers, they will sit right.
Sure.
And know that this is the job they are meant to do, not to be running after these girls one by one. And for you students, if you know that you cannot hold yourself, you have boyfriends. And if you know that your boyfriends are breaking your heart, go and marry. Simple. You can marry and still being in school. That is a very simple thing. You can go for part-time and you can even do your full-time if you know you can do it, if you can cope with it.
There is option for everything.
Everything. So everything is just interwoven. All the lecturers should know that these students are not meant to be, to be harassed sexually.
Sure.
In no case, you don't need to harass any students sexually. So if it is in their conduct, if government should include it in their conduct, I think they should abide to it. Now, if any lecturer is not saying because you have read Cambridge or you don't go to school for a different part of the world, though, and you cannot listen to anything and you cannot abide to the rules of the government, then they should sack the lecturer.
Sure. But I feel like even if there is a measure, you understand? We Nigerians, we are adamant to things.
Okay, in what sense?
For us to take note to these measures, if we see someone, if they use someone as a scapegoat, that doesn't mean that we won't do the same thing the particular person was sacked for.
Okay, fine. Let them be doing it, and they will keep sacking them. We have a lot of people that want to work as a lecturer. Do you know how many graduates that are out there doing their masters and PhD because they want to be a lecturer? So, and all this old baba that is running after girls, they don't want to leave their seats.
It's common around.
Most of them are even reducing their age.
High rank
lecturers, all these dean of faculty, all these HODs, they feel like yes.
Professors.
So, president of the Law Students Association of Nigeria, Lawson Unico branch, Comrade Benedict Otu, led the students in the protest against Indifon. But reacting on the telephone, Professor Indifon debunked the various allegations of high hardiness and sexual harassment. He claimed that the protests by the law students were masterminded by some persons in the faculty who had sworn to pull him down. Indifon claimed that the allegation from the students were barefaced lies aimed at tarnishing his image. Meanwhile, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Florence Obi, has assured the students that the issues will be addressed.
Are you sure?
Now, you see what I'm talking about now. The professor is now saying it is a staged protest, that they just want to use it to bring him down.
Welcome to Nigeria.
Everybody will
welcome, but I will still welcome you again.
I'm telling you, everybody will have something to say. Even in court, Emefiele that we caught red-handed. Sure. Still have something to say in court, and he won the government.
Sure.
Imagine, this is Nigerians. So these girls, you want to tell me that all these girls are telling lies on this man?
They will say they want to rope him. They say they want to spoil his reputation.
Although we have some lecturers that, they are strict. So the fact that they are strict, people will just want to find a way to bring them down. But if you're trying, don't let us be doing this kind of thing again in Nigeria. It's not going to move this country forward. Sure. Just imagine someone coming to read in Nigerian school and saw this kind of news. A lady coming from another country to read in a law in Nigeria, in this university.
Are you sure? Because we Nigerians are exporting ourselves.
No. People are really coming to Nigeria. They may not come for school, but to do business in Nigeria, we have a lot of people.
We are exporting ourselves.
Yes.
To go and study abroad.
Exactly.
You understand? Nigerian students abroad are way much. So, international students coming to Nigeria to come and study. It is rare.
All right, so in the comment section here, someone said, how will these lecturers' wives and kids be feeling now? They don't think of the aftermath before causing havoc to others. Before these female students speak out, his colleagues and school authority will have been informed for long and nothing is being done about it. All of them are supposed to be punished. Hypocrites. And the lecturers don't get happy home. I be the lecturers don't get the happy home. Make them ask the wife, God abeg. You see this man Joy, you cannot kill us here. All right, let's go to the next one. The last but not the least for today, military chopper on evacuation mission crashes.
That's so sad.
That's how you are going to be putting helicopters that have expired.
The unused are being used.
Oh, wow. The Nigerian Air Force, NAF, yesterday confirmed the crash of its Mi-171 helicopter on a casualty evacuation mission in Niger State. Edward Gapwet, spokesperson of NAF, in a statement said the helicopter crashed at about 1 p.m. near Chukuba village in Shiroro local government of the state. He said the aircraft had departed Zungeru Primary School en route to Kaduna, but was later discovered to have crashed near Chukuba village. A Nigerian Air Force Mi-171 helicopter on a casualty evacuation mission crashed today, 14 August 2023, at about 1 p.m. near Chukuba village in Niger State, the statement reads. The aircraft had departed Zungeru Primary School route to Kaduna but was later discovered to have crashed near Chukuba village in Niger State. Efforts are currently ongoing to rescue the crew and passengers on board the helicopter, while preliminary investigations have commenced to determine the probable cause of the crash. Wetin won't be the cause?
Later they will come out and say engine failure, electronic failure.
Maybe the person maybe the pilot that's supposed to be on that on board is not the one they put. You know, Nigerians will be like, you can try. Let's try you today and see what we are going to do. So one thing about Nigeria that I don't understand is, why is it that we are not always original?
We love to use the outdated things.
Just imagine when we wanted to buy aircraft from Ethiopia. They said they bought aircraft from Ethiopia. They went to buy. They said they wanted to buy new one. They now went to Ethiopia to carry one and paint it.
The one of 10 years.
Yeah, they painted it. They painted it with almost 30-something billion naira. Do you remember the news? I was like, what is going on in this country?
See what they did that time. On the norms, I didn't think they come out straight out. This particular aircraft is of 10 years old. It is still normal. Because in aviation sector, aeroplane that is within a year, or let me say 0 year, down to 17 years, still okay to operate.
Okay.
But you now coming out that this particular aeroplane is a new one. That means they are not, the story is not clear.
So I'm even happy that this crash did not affect anybody. There's no casualty yet. You know, if Adibin it has killed now, I won't be happy. But then they are still investigating on the probable cause of the crash. And in the comment section, Shane at these helicopters, they won't go use fight war against Niger. I don't almost pack my loads, finish. The probable cause of crash or the bought Akube helicopter to use could be scrapped, parts joined together safe. Okay, could be scrapped, parts joined together. Nigeria, my country. Why are you yapping our country like this? Well, this is where we are going to be stopping on our news review today. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow on another edition of News Review. I still remember my humble self, Sidon J. Omoyagba, and I have in the studio. Thank you so much for joining me on Live Day.
I am so happy to join you today.
Thank you so much,
Ariel. Wonderful.
And for those of you that is wondering why Jennifer is not on air today, she actually went on a short commercial break and she will soon be back. So stay tuned because we still have a lot of program to bring for you guys. Don't go nowhere because it's still WYTV. But for now, bye.